There are 5 million deaths per year due to tobacco smoking. That's 8,219 per day. 1 every 6 seconds. More than 600,000 of these deaths are due to passive smoking. There are currently more than 1 billion smokers in the world smoking 15 billion cigarettes per day. That's enough cigarettes to travel to the moon and back 3.2 times. Can you imagine how much of that smoke is being inhaled unwillingly by non-smokers, including children and pregnant women? Non-smokers who are exposed to secondhand smoke increase their risk of developing lung cancer by 30%.
And my name is Muhammad Haziq bin Muhammad Yusof.
Hello, my name is Ani Lisani.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Arif Othman.
Hi, my name is Nur Sarah Shokina binti Muhammad Shukri.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Firas bin Zainuddin.
And my name is Afika Akilah binti Gaidin.
We are undergraduate student of Biomedical Science
From the National University of Malaysia,
present to you
Smoke Free Campus.
We Care, We Love.
Now, we will divert our attention to Malaysia. In Malaysia, the statistics show that the majority are among 20 to 44 years old, and the number for 20 to 29 are quite high, as this range are from university students. From here, we can see that with advice and support, we can increase the percentage of smokers that can quit smoking compared to no advice at all. From this graph, we can see that group support give a better result than individual support. This is because they feel enjoy being in a group and fight together with other smokers that are willing to quit.
Our objectives are, first, to promote individual, campus, community and university management responsibility to prevent and reduce tobacco use. Next, to protect from exposure to environmental tobacco smoke, where decrease the prevalence of non-smoking students and staff who are exposed to tobacco smoke in public places. Third is to increase campus awareness on the consequence of tobacco use by sharing the immediate effect of smoking, compare and show the long-term effect that is not significant to them. Fourth is to increase the anti-tobacco policy and program by having tobacco-free campus. Last but not least, to promote cessation among smokers by moral support from their member, where it can increase awareness and intention to quit among smokers.
Approach number 2 is synergistic model. Synergistic model is basically about a change guidance of quit smoking program from the expertise to the chosen student and finally guide the community around the campus who wants to quit smoking. The expertise is made up of diverse range of people, especially from lecturers of UKM. They guide this group of students for about 6 months. Then, the group will approach their peers or staff to guide them through a mentor-mentee program. This approach is set for a long-term effect. Smokers definitely will consider using this module to understand and cope with the problems they have when trying to quit. The module is called 5R, that are relevance, risk, reward, roadblock and repetition. Number 1 is relevance. Students will encourage the smoker to indicate why quitting is personally relevant. Motivational information has the greatest impact if it is relevant to a smoker's disease status or risk, family or social situation, and other important characteristics. Number 2 is risk. Smoker needs to know the potential negative consequence of tobacco use. Surely, the risk to get cancer is still far as they are all being used, but the immediate effects such as shortness of breath, impotence, yellow staining on the teeth, and increased serum carbon monoxide in the body will take place. Next is reward. Ask smokers to explain what they might gain from cessation. For example, their breath smell better, or bad odors of clothes goes away. They can even taste the food much better. And definitely, their health will be improved and they can even save the money from buying cigarettes. Number 4 is roadblock. Students need to ask smokers to identify barriers of quitting. Maybe they have buddies that smoking, or they're afraid of weight gain, or the cigarettes easy to access from everywhere, or the campus policy is not strong enough. they can offer options to address those barriers. Last but not least is repetition. The motivational intervention should be repeated every time when unmotivated smokers has an interaction with their guidance. Aside from the interaction, smokers can express their stories, opinions and problems regarding to smoking cessation or even make a pledge in a journey, which show that they care about themselves and they feel guilty if they break the promise.
So now, I will be explaining more about our approach on mobile apps, known as tobacco free. It will be invented as another alternative that can be used to all Malaysian, but we draw our focus especially on the community in the campus in order to reduce the number of tobacco taken by our citizen. The admin for these apps is our expertise. The users can download these apps either at the Play Store or App Store. Next, they need to register their real account by using email to make sure their real details and info be registered. Should be reminded, only a real account, details, and info of the user that will be accepted to log in into these apps. The details are private and confidential. The content of these apps are basically home, blogs, my diary, progress, goals, nutrition, games, community, and also reminder. First, in home, we'll be provided with news, articles, and YouTubes related to tobacco and also 5 stages of smoker, which are pre-contemplation, the users are not thinking about quitting, contemplation is thinking about quitting but not ready to quit, preparation is about getting ready to quit, action to really make the choice of quitting, and maintenance remaining a non-smoker. The further knowledge about active and passive smokers will also be provided. Bear in mind, the users need to be screened by a few questions first to allow them to proceed into other content. My diary. In this content, it can be written by the users and as a method to express their feeling on their effort to stop smoking step by step. Next, in progress, users will key in number of cigarettes taken per day. Amount of nicotine content in blood will be measured and plotted with graph. Hence, the users will know the condition of their health based on the graph shown. For goals, the current number of cigarettes taken by the users, goals to stop smoking, weekly goal, monthly goal, and activity level will be keyed in by themselves so that they know how far they manage to achieve the level that they want according to their willingness on quit smoking. Is the game. 3 types of games will be provided in tobacco-free mobile apps, which are Busy Life, Run Away from Tobacco, and Tobacco Go. The mechanism of these 3 games are just the same, where the users need to collect at least 200 points to redeem any related to tobacco at the specialist like counseling. Community, D8 content. There will be a confession corner to all users and also chat room, which will allow the users to have a personal chat with the expertise and other people, either smokers or non-smokers, to help them get rid of smoking. Last but not least, reminder. It will automatically come out as a notification for the users and to remind them what to do and not to do every day. Hence, will help the users to quit smoking step by step.
Last but not least, I will explain about education, which is our third approach. The difference between education and the synergistic module is education focus on to enhance the awareness and educate students, whether smoker or non-smoker, while the synergistic module is a mathematics session. Next is education, which is our last approach. Education remains a key element in confronting the epidemic of tobacco use. It encourages smokers to quit smoking and non-smokers not to take it up. To increase anti-tobacco policies and programs, the university provides the best opportunity to reach students and campus staff with anti-tobacco education in a gradual and comprehensive manner. The way that to carry out education approach is by inviting expertise to enhance the knowledge approach by students and staff, distributing pamphlet and conducting seminar, and lastly, the role played by university management by improvised anti-tobacco power by adding more zone of tobacco-free campus.
In this section, I will be explaining more about timeline, activity, and evaluation plan. First of all, our approach can be divided into short-term and long-term. Short-term can be defined as an approach that is implemented throughout only the first year of the program, which is education, while the long-term is carried out throughout the entire 3 years of program continuously. This is implemented on the mobile application and synergistic module approach. To truly understand the potential and effectiveness of the program that is going to be implemented, several evaluation plan is conducted. This includes handing out questionnaire, interviewing with experts, determining the total cost of the program, and resource researching.
For this section, I will talk on how the fund will be used and overall SWOT analysis, which are synergistic module, education, and mobile apps.
$500,000 is divided into three. About $150,000 for synergistic module by inviting expertise, preparation of a module, volunteer activity, and journal. Next, about $250,000 for mobile apps, inviting expertise, app designer, IT developer, and voucher plus maintenance. Lastly, about $100,000 for education by inviting expertise, distributing pamphlet, brochure, and seminar. Next, I will explain more about overall SWOT analysis. For the strength part, since we are studying in research university, we have a huge number of expertise from diverse disciplines. They are training, collaborating, and brainstorming idea with us. For the weakness aspect, we need a lot of money to run these approaches in the long term. For opportunity part, this program is good for campus committee to stop smoking with extensive and prolonged guidance via synergistic module, mobile apps, and educations. For the threats, they can turn over to smoke as they can influenced by environment factor like peer pressure.